and we can see the curve here size maybe go to big one. Okay, there be a big one. Okay, to long size. Okay, return to long size. 这个等于什么关？这个。OK。we return to options. So many settings are in options. If we user in after we drawing some pictures, we are learn how to set the values. Okay. Okay. Now we return to some basic values. Basic operation such as how to select objects. Okay. First, select objects individually. In response to the select objects prompt, you can select one or more objects individually. The objects you select are highlighted. You can also remove selection from objects. Okay. There. There. Now say for polygon. Polygon 9. Okay. First, we can select the objects individually, one by one. Okay. And we can remove the selections. Okay. If you hold down the Shift K and click, okay, you can remove the selection. Okay. And you can use pictboard cursor. You select one object by clicking it with your current device. The square pictboard cursor must touch some part of the object. For example, you select a circle by clicking its circumference rather than somewhere in its interior. Okay. If you input select command, okay, the crosshair change to a pig box. You will see a pig box. Okay, you can use the pig box to select objects, but the pig box must on the object's length. Just here, if you it is interior, you can't select it. Okay, you can't. Must in the length. If you click in length, it will become to highlight. Okay. You You can control the size of the pick box in the option dialog box selection tab. Okay, we input partitions. We find the selection tab. We can change the pick box size. We need the big one. Okay, change and apply. Then you import select command, and you will find the pick box become bigger now. Okay, become bigger. Okay. And if you want to select objects close together, it is difficult to select objects that are close together or lie directly on 差不多拷在你这个电脑上讲挺好，说切的更快，说可以切的更快一点。这两个电脑还是放在你这个电脑上更快一点。好，等一下下节课放给你。OK。If the objects are close together, it is difficult to select all of them. The following example shows two lines and a circle that all lie within the selection box, pick box. Okay. Okay, if the lines, okay. If you input select command, you move the pick box to the objects. You'll find if the lines and the circle or in your pick box, use clicker. You just pick up one object, not all, just one. Okay. So you must click others one by one. Okay. You can't select it together. And you can hold down the control and click to cycle through these objects one after one. Okay. And use control or no is the same in the new versions. Okay. Until the one you want is highlighted, press ESC to turn off cycling. Remove selection from objects. You can remove objects from the current selection seed by holding down Shift and selecting them again. You can add and remove objects from the selection seed without limit. Okay. You select if you select many objects and you found there are some objects you don't want, then you hold down the Shift key and then click the objects you don't want. Okay. You can remove the selections. And if you lose the Shift key, you can select again. Okay. But you hold down Shift. If you hold down the Shift, you can't select. You just can remove. Okay. Lose. You can select again. objects. In response to select objects prompt, you can select many objects at the same time. For example, you can specify a rectangular arrow in which all objects are then selected, or you can specify a selection fence that selects all objects through which the fence passes. Okay. If we want to select all the objects at one time, we import selection. We use rectangular arrow, then clicker in one corner, and then you pull and rectangular arrow and then click at the other corner. Okay. Okay. You select all objects then. Okay. And you can hold down the left button of your mouse and then pull a fence. If the fence pass through the objects will be selected. Okay. But you see there are two objects don't be selected. Why? Why? The defense don't pass all of it. Okay. Pass just part of it. You don't, so you can't select it. Part can't select. You will pass the whole of the objects. You can select it. Okay. You can select objects by specifying opposite corners to define a rectangular arrow. After specifying the first corner point, you can drag your cursor from left to right to create an enclosing window selection. Now, if you first click the right corner and then click the left corner, the configuration is changed. We'll show you select. If we first click the right corner and then pass, okay, you will find all the objects are being selected. Okay, if the click is from right to left, just pass part of it, part of the objects, it will be selected. But if click left to right, must be whole. Okay, it's different. Okay, if you left to right, pass the whole object will be selected. But from right to left, just pass part. The objects will be selected. Okay. Okay. So, corner. Okay. Corner. Okay. Okay. Corner. Okay. See the corner. Okay. Corner. When left. When right to left. Okay. Just part. When selecting objects with a window selection, usually the entire object must be contained in the window selection box. However, if an object with a non-continuous, such as dashed non-stack, is only partially visible in the viewport. Viewport and all the visible vectors of the line tag can be enclosed within the selection window. The entire object is selected. Some non-continuous line tag, such as dashed line tag, here that just need passes part. Okay, it will be selected. Okay, this non-continuous line tag. Okay. You can remove objects from the current selection seed by holding down Shift and selecting them again, or by holding down Shift and then click and drag the window or closing selections. You can add or remove objects repeatedly from the selection seed. Okay. Section. Snap. If we snap some objects and some add we don't want, we hold down the Shift and then for defense. Okay. We can remove the objects with the mount. Okay. And you can use a field commander to select the shape you want. So we select and we input field. First, we import the field. Okay. In here, you can select the shapes you wanted, such as circle, and then add to list. Okay. Apply. Then you port defense. Okay. You will find only circle be selected. Okay. Only circle be selected. In field, okay, just circle be selected. Okay, we do it again. First, we input field. Okay, here we can select the shapes such as circle, arc, and so on. So if you select circle, add to list, apply, then you just can select circles. Other you can't select. Okay. how to edit objects. How to edit objects? Enter a command first and then set objects. When you choose an ending command, editing command such as mirror, copy, or CD prompts you to select objects and replace the crosshair with a pick box. You can respond to the select object prompt in various ways. Select objects one at a time. Select objects individually. Or click an empty arrow and drag the cursor to define a rectangular selection arrow, or at a selection location, enter a question mark to display all selections options, or combine selection methods. For example, to select most of the objects in the reference arrow, select all objects and then remove the objects that you do not want selected, or enter field to use the land selection field. Okay. We'll do it. If you import a command that leads you use select objects such as copy, okay, then there will appear a pick box. First, we can select the objects one by one, okay, and end, then and the prompts the best parent, and then we can copy it, okay, undo it, okay, copy, or you can click an empty arrow, and then drag cursor to define the rectangular arrow to select the objects you wanted. Okay, select all. Okay, enter. Select best parent and then copy to all. Okay. Okay, undo it. Or you can combine selection. You can select some objects, okay, or select all objects. Then you hold down the Shift key to remove the objects you do not want to, and then input Enter, and then copy it. Okay. Do it. Okay. And you can use the field command, copy. Okay, we use field. We can use field. We need to import field first. So we can select icicle. Okay. Select all objects. Only cycles is not then import then import copy. Okay. Then click the base point and import it. Okay. Use. And if you use select, if you copy, if you use snap command, just import a question marker. Okay, there will show all the options you can select. Okay, so we learned that add in any commander, if you import a question mark, if you import a question mark, it will show all the options that you can select. Okay. And you can select the objects first and then enter a command to operate on them. You can use one of two methods to select objects before starting a command to operate on them. Use the select command and enter question mark to display all selection options. All objects selected are put into the preview selection sheet. To use the preview selection sheet, enter P as the select object prompt of any subsequent command. Okay. You can select the objects at first and then use the commands. Okay. Okay. If you use slash command to select the objects, select, input select. Okay. We import an question mark. We'll see there are option is previous. We import a P. Okay, we'll show the objects we just selected right now. Okay. Okay. You can see here. If we do a sequence operation such as we want to remove the three sectors to another way and then copy it or mirror it. So we select it at first and then input move. Okay. Click base point and move to the place you wanted. Okay. And then if we want to operate with it again, we just input selector command and then import P. Okay. We select the three sectors again. Not need you clean it again. Just need a previous command. Okay. And then we.
That P it means previous.
Yeah, previous. Yeah. You have to select right now. Okay. And then you can input another command such as mirror. Okay. And okay, mirror. We import mirror. Okay. Okay. Do this. Okay. Okay. If you have some operation with the same graphics, okay, you can use this command. Okay.
Liao, can we use filter command to select the line?
What?
Filter command. We were using filter command and select it were taking only cycles. But can we use it to select the lines?
The
only
lines?
Yes.
Okay, wait, sure. Okay. Field. Okay, field. Field. Okay, we can show the options. We are lines. Okay, there are lines. Okay, we can use the now lines. Okay, line. Okay, add to this. Okay, then we select objects. Okay, we must delete the selection symbol. Delete the symbol. Delete the symbol. Or just the only man. Okay, do it. Only man. Okay. Proceed.
Yes.
Next be select. Okay. Just only mass is thing. Okay. Okay. We will have a rest for 10 minutes.